Ladies and gentlemen, today I raced a cop and I won. Go ahead and check this out.
I'll do it. Like, do it to 10? What do you want me to do?
Like 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Basically at the other cop. Yeah.
Oh, God.
You know what? I'm joining in.
Oh, okay. I'm right here.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, no, that doesn't count. That doesn't count.
Oh my God. All right, so you're counting. Okay.
Go, 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 go.
And now you've seen that, let's go ahead and hop straight into the video. So we're going to be talking about Faction Wars Hard as always these days. Today we have the Lizardmen as well as the Bannerlord crypts open here. So we're going to go ahead and take a look and see if we can progress through this. We have Lizardmen stages 4 to 6, and then with the Bannerlords we have stages 7 to 9 open. So we're starting to get around to essentially some stages where we can consistently beat bosses, which is always pretty fun. So we can actually start to get through the daily quests there when Plarium decides to throw them our way. So today we have to go ahead and we have to place provoke debuffs, which is an interesting one. So let's go ahead and see who's capable of placing provokes. Well, we have Jizo. And that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. That is about it. But I think what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and run our boy Chigur inside a provoke set. That seems like the way to go, essentially. As long as I have enough pieces to do so, which it looks like I do. So we're going to go ahead and throw on some of our best provoke gear here to him. We essentially just need him fast, we need him accurate, all those sorts of good things. He didn't even have speed boots on him before, so this is going to help him out quite a bit. But we're looking for HP, speed, accuracy, defense, all that sort of good stuff. And then he basically places an AoE decreased defense. And then he also counterattacks every time somebody gets a turn. So since we have the provoke set on him, he's going to have a 30% chance almost every turn to go ahead and place the provoke on every enemy that takes the turn. So he's going to be essentially like, you know, champion number 1 to get through this if you don't have a champion that can do it. Basilisk would be fantastic for this, obviously, as well with his AoE A1. He could be very competent for this. Rosin with his AoE A3 could do it as well. Somebody like a... I forgot the epic lizard who it's a female. She places like protection and whatnot, Delia or something like that. She could also be very, very good for this. We're going to go ahead and manual it until we get to the point where we've put in or placed all the provokes that we need to. Another huge thing about this actually is that obviously Chigur is a void affinity champion, so there's going to be far more of a chance of his debuffs landing, which is just absolutely perfect. Let's go ahead and try and get an AoE stun here, which we don't get, unfortunately. No provoke there either. This is pretty good, though, because we're essentially just doubling up on the CC, right? Like, we have a chance to place provokes. Of course, the Shaman goes ahead and just says, screw you, though, and places the cleanse anyway. So let's go ahead and just restart this, because I don't want to deal with the BS of the Shaman there. I'm thinking maybe even instead of Venom Mage, we could bring more control, like an Aox, just for his turn meter reduction. We could also bring a Necmo. I think Necmo is not built. Never mind, maybe not a Necmo. Let's go ahead and bring an Aox then, yeah, just for some turn meter depletion there. Essentially, this champion, Delija, there we go. She could also be very good because she has a chance to counterattack when an ally Lizardman is attacked, which obviously, you know, in the Lizardman faction, there's going to be a few other Lizardmen on the team, right? So, you know, she could be pretty good for that. Let's go ahead, decrease the turn meter here. Let's go ahead and open with Ramantu's A2. That way, if we don't get the CC, we can at least go ahead and strip the buffs off, which would be nice. We get a provoke placed there, so we have 2 provokes placed already. Let's go ahead and just A1 into the Shaman here. I really just don't want her getting a turn and doing crazy stuff. We get another provoke there. So much CC coming in, it's actually kind of crazy. I'm going to go ahead and try to lock out the Neldor. We're going to go ahead and do this. There we go. We're going to go ahead and just hit the A1 here. Everybody's still under a decreased defense, so we're going to still be counterattacking. I don't actually remember if his counterattack is predicated on the decreased defense or if it's predicated on the poison that he places. We don't get to sleep there on the Kaja, which is kind of annoying, so she cleanses, but guess what? We saved our ramen too. We come in and clap them. We get another provoke placed as well. We're at 6 provokes placed already, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely fantastic stuff right here. Let's go ahead and just A1 here into the Mistress. Nothing too crazy, just getting through these waves. We can essentially just A1 cycle now until we have everybody clapped. The Kaja coming in with the A1. A bit annoying, but, you know. We place the sleep and the provoke there. We have, like, so much CC essentially coming in from the Chigurh. It's actually kind of insane. We'll just keep smacking here. The enemy's stunned, sleeped, provoked, block passive skills, poison. They're having a rough go of it, ladies and gentlemen. A rough go indeed. And their cooldowns are being increased consistently. I don't think there's many enemies that are going to be able to get a turn here, that's for sure. Let's go ahead, do this. Then we're going to triple whack into the Lysandra, try to get the True Fear everywhere else we do. That's perfect. Decreased defense everywhere as well. Try to get the stun. There we go. We get like stuns across the board. We're getting decreased defense. We're getting True Fears. We're getting sleeps. We have 9 provokes placed. We're going to go ahead and heal everybody up. Why not? 17k heal, by the way, which is pretty crazy. Still just 9 provokes placed. That's fine, though. Go ahead and increase cooldowns here. Get a decreased cooldown on the Chigurh is awesome. We'll go ahead and A3. Chigurh can actually do some very decent damage as well, by the way, especially considering that he, like, places the decreased defense basically before attacking, which is very nice. So if you're needing some extra damage for these runs, you can feel free to bring him in and he'll do good things for you, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, who would have thought that one of the better Void legendary champions inside the game is good, right? I know, shocking. He's definitely not like, you know, Taurus Marichka level or anything like that, but I would, dare I say, he's not far behind either, which is pretty crazy. Let's go ahead and whack down the Light Soren here. Maybe not, actually. Let's go ahead and strip. There we go. Go ahead and just take him out with the Pythion. That's what you get. A1 there. Have we placed the other provoke? Yeah, we have. So we can just go ahead and focus on damaging them down now, which is pretty awesome. And then, if you didn't see my community post, I will talk about it here now. So, on the last rotation of the Demon Spawn that went live yesterday, I did actually have to go ahead and settle for 2 stars on one of the stages instead of 3 stars. So, essentially, I had a very busy day today, in case you couldn't tell. Went to the gym as normal, got a haircut. There was like a food truck cook-off. Lots of stuff to go over. So, yeah, did all that. I didn't have time, essentially, to just sit there and keep, you know, mashing the retry button on the Demon Spawn Crypt to try and get 10 enemies killed with bomb debuffs. I'm sure you guys know the one by now. So I kind of just said, hey, you know what? We're going to clear this with no deaths. Screw it. And that's good enough for me. Because I can always go back, right? Like, inside that faction, the only bomb champion I have is going to be Soul Drinker. So I decided that I'm going to 6-star him out and get a proper build on him at some point instead of just throwing random bullshit on him. So once I do that, it should be easy enough to go back and complete that, right? So no sweat, no sweat. Having Ramen 2 on the team here is very nice because obviously when he places those block damage and whatnot, we can go ahead and strip it off with Ramen 2, which is like so good. There we go. Boom. Gonna go ahead and get some A1s here, I guess, and Chigurh did enough to kill them and counterattack them again. That's crazy. Alright, we beat stage 4. We're now on to stage 5. Reduce 6+ enemies HP by 50% with 1 skill. So essentially, you need big damage coming in. Now, I think our Fushan should be able to do it if we have him attack after Chigurh places the decreased defense. We're certainly going to try because he has that big AoE, right? So let's go ahead and buff up. We don't have an increased attack on this team, I don't think, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and just debuff here, I guess. Decreased defense. We're going to get the AoE decreased defense here, right? And now, Fushan, it's all on you, my man. Not even close. Not even close. Okay. Do we have any other options that we could use for this? We have Slixus. Slixus can absolutely nuke. We have free regear right now as well, so I think maybe Slixus might be the man for this. Let's go ahead and take a look at the preset manager here. I think we may want to throw my 5,000 attack. Let's go to Carnage, right? Let's go to Preset manager. We'll do this. We'll uncheck this. We'll save as Carnage. Carnage. Save as global preset. And then we'll go back to Slixus. Right here. I need to get more attack on him, so we need a ring. We'll do priority stats, attack total. There it is. Perfect. Whatever. We'll go to preset manager. We will go to try on. This will get us 51 attack, 5145 and 295. You know, it's very close. Very close indeed. I think we'll take the Wukong build though, actually. So let's go ahead and do that. We could throw a relic on him too if we really wanted to, but I don't think we need to. So let's just go ahead, run this. Slixus should be able to blast some people here. Hopefully, of course, hopefully. Let's go ahead and put... Fuck, I guess we're putting Pythion or Ramen 2 in the lead, so we'll go ahead and do that. Slixus, I need you to pull a clutch here. He's so fast. He's so fast. He has an increased crit rate and increased crit damage on himself, so that's good. Doing decent damage on the A1, obviously, too, right? So if we had an increased attack for our team, that would go hard as well, so that'd be nice to have. Get the True Fears out there. Decrease defense, which gives us the sleeps and the provokes. So let's go ahead and whack that AoE. Boom! Slixus, was that enough? It was not. Not quite. Okay. Okay, he doesn't have an increased attack, though. Is there somebody that I can bring from this faction that has an increased attack? Maybe? I think she does it single target, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, on this champion grants an extra turn. Increased attack. Quargon could be decent, actually. Let's try Quargon. He's going to be like a very bootleg option, but you know what? You need to do what you need to do. So let's go here. As always, do this. We're going to do priority stats, attack, speed, and resistance, because we're not really having him place any debuffs. So we'll do that. Fitting room, uncheck that. Sure. Oops. Do that. Do that. We'll do that, and then we'll do this. Speed boots. There we go. That's perfect. 18k on the HP. Ugh, this is truly bootleg stuff here, ladies and gentlemen. We're just really trying to control the hell out of them, I guess. We'll bring him in instead of Aox. The amount of control we get from Ramen 2 combined with the Chugger should be enough. We do also have the stuns on the A1 from Slixus, but I think bringing that increased attack is going to be huge. We also make sure that Pythion is the one targeted here too, which is actually kind of clutch. I'm not going to lie. So we'll go ahead and do this. We have provokes out there too, which is nice. So we got a decreased defense. We have an increased attack. We have basically everything we need to make him clap here. Let's go ahead and see if he can do it now. Boom. Was that enough? We have 2 out of 6. But he can also come in and clap on his A2 as well, right? So we'll see if cycling around to the A2 is good enough. A shield on them. Basically, like, fuck all for a shield, though, which is kind of a shame. Let's go ahead and just, like, whack in here. Let's go ahead and see if we can whack here. There we go. That has to have counted, right? Yep, we're at 3 out of 6. So Slixus can absolutely nuke with his A3 or his A2. Both skills, actually. He's a very, very good epic champion. If I brought the increased attack for our Fushan as well, he probably would have did some work, but it is what it is. Alright, so we're still at 3 out of 6. We just need to CC them here, essentially, until we get our skills back, I think. Let's see if we can get a stun on the Gorgorab here. Should have probably tried to stun the Sepulcher, but it is what it is. Go ahead and try to A1 her. Go ahead and get this here, because we just want the True Fear on everybody else. Boom. Very strong team, especially when it comes to, like, control and whatnot, so we're kind of cooking. We get the sleep on the Sepulcher, which is perfect. Now, we don't have increased attack, so we're going to try and nuke the Mashald. There we go. We're at 4 out of 6. We're just going to go ahead and hit the Durandil. We still don't have our increased attack back, which is unfortunate. Go ahead and do this. Go ahead and do this. And then let's try this. Let's try this. Boom! We absolutely slammed some people. We're at 5 out of 6. I think we should be able to do this quite easily then. The Chogger and the Ramen are indeed bringing enough CC. Korgon could be an absolute like beast for this though, considering he's one of the only champions that brings the increased attack, obviously, right? So that helps a lot to get through this. We'll go ahead and try to whack the Duchess there. We're still at 5 out of 6, but we do have a stun on her now thanks to his A1. So that's perfect. Boom. And then let's go ahead and A1 here. Take her out. Still 5 out of 6. We should easily be able to get it here though. We obviously have the increased attack that's going to be up now as well. Try to get a stun here. Not quite. He's doing crazy damage on an A1 for an epic champion. And then veiling everybody as well is so strong. We're going to get block buffs here. They do get the increased defense, which is annoying. We'll get the decreased defense out there though. Oh, we missed the sleeps and the provokes. And they get a cleanse. What is this RNG, ladies and gentlemen? This is just like worst case scenario across the board. Holy moly, we're going to hit the A1 there. Was that enough? No, it was not, unfortunately. We're going to go ahead and revive Korgon. That might have been a mistake because he's instantly going to get clapped, so now we have to make sure we stay alive long enough. Let's go ahead and try to sleep the Candyman. I just really don't want him taking a turn on us because he will do big numbers, big numbers. And let's go ahead and just whack into you, I guess. Oh! Juicy hits there, ladies and gentlemen. Juicy hits. Alright. Let's go ahead and hit that AoE. Get some CC out there, hopefully. Of course, the Seeker doesn't get CC'd, though. Why would he? We have 2 turns left on the revive, so we should be getting there soon. We'll take out the Candyman. I'm just worried about him doing damage. Absolutely insane damage from the Slixus, though. What a Chad. What a Giga Chad. What a beast. We're going to go ahead and A2 here on the Seeker. Get those True Fears out there on everybody else. Try to provoke here as well. We get the sleep, which is nice. 1 turn left on the revive, and then we can get Korgon back. Let's go ahead and take out the Mausoleum Mage. Why not? There it is. We just hit for like 50k times 2. Slixus is a beast, people. He is a beast. Okay, so we have the revive here. There we go. We're going to go ahead and do this. Try to get a provoke. There it is. Perfect. And then we're just going to go ahead and slam him into the ground. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We're on to stage 6. Before I forget, though, we are going to go ahead and throw our gear back onto Sun Wukong. You have no idea how many times I have forgotten to switch the gear back over. It's actually kind of embarrassing. There we go. We need to manipulate turn meters 40 plus times. Obviously, you guys should probably know who's going to be the GOAT for this, but if you don't, Nekmothar is who you're looking at, ladies and gentlemen. Nekmothar is basically #1 hero for this. Let's go ahead and hide set filters. Priority stats. We're just looking for speed. Speed, accuracy, HP. You already know the deal. We just want him going fast and clapping. Fast and clapping. HP there. And then, yeah, this is like a fantastic way just to get like trash gear out of your storage as well. I think we'll try for some different boots, though, preferably speed boots if we can find them. Some speed boots there, that's perfect, because we want them going a little bit faster, so there we go. We'll throw a ring on them as well, just whatever, maybe this, get some extra speed, perfect. Nothing crazy, and then we're going to throw him in. So he has an A3 that boosts turn meter. And then he has an A2 that like decreases turn meter. I forgot that we took the gear off the Slixus, so we don't want him in there anymore. We'll bring Fushan instead. That way, once we've had enough turn meter manipulations, we can essentially just go ahead and blast them down, which will be nice. Let's go ahead and A2 into you. Let's go ahead and boost turn meter, right? So we already have 5 manipulations. This also decreases. It doesn't. It's just decreased speed. Okay. That'll still be perfect, though. That'll still be perfect. Get the AoE control with the Chagur. Go ahead and get some stuns out there, which is also perfect. And then just start whacking people. We're already at 8 manipulations, so we're doing pretty good. We're going to go ahead and strip everybody as well. We don't want those continuous heals on there. Going to go ahead and do this. I think he's built with the Evil Eye. Yeah, he is. Perfect. We have Evil Eye on Chigur as well, which ensures that every time he hits somebody when they're trying to take a turn, he's going to push back their turn meter as well, which is pretty clutch. If you're needing more damage dealers, by the way, Ramen 2, I don't know if I mentioned this, but Ramen 2 is an absolute beast when it comes to doing damage, especially on his A2. If you build him as a DPS unit, he can do some crazy work for your team. Just something to consider if you're struggling to get through this. I think for me, luckily enough, the Lizardmen faction is actually pretty strong, so I'm not too sweating about it, but I know that's not going to be the case for everybody, obviously, right? So we do get to sleep there, which is perfect. Get an A1 here. Ramen 2 with his A1 and being able to like decrease the cooldown of your team is just insane as well. We're already at 24 manipulations on wave 1, so we are good. We are cooking here, ladies and gentlemen. Boom. Boom. Alright, now we're on to wave 2. Need to just go ahead and get that CC out there again. Let's go ahead and go here. I want the True Fear everywhere else. Boom. All those manipulations are at 32. Still just at 32. Chigur. Gonna go ahead and get out there as well. Yeah, he has a decreased turn meter on his A1, which is crazy. We're already past 40 manipulations. Absolute insanity. And it's going to be very hard for them to do anything with this because they're fighting the block actives, block passives from Ramen 2. They're fighting the decreased speeds from the Necmo. They're fighting the sleep chance on the A1 from Chigur. They're fighting the stuns from Fushan. And they're fighting the A1 provoke chance from Chigur as well. So there's just so much CC. But somehow, if that's not enough RNG to get you through this wave, no problem. Go ahead and bring Necmothar in like a stun set as well. Not a provoke set, preferably, because he's not very tanky, so you don't want champions hitting him. But go ahead, bring him in a stun set, and you're literally off to the races, right? Like, there's not going to be a single team that can withstand that much CC, provided you have the accuracy to land the skills, obviously. Let's go ahead and fill, and then AoE. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. Now we're on to the final wave here. My Lizardmen teams actually have, like, very good survivability as well, which is quite nice. That being said, I'm kind of worried the Elva will take a turn here. Chigur also missed his decreased defense on her. We do get the stun, though, with the Ramen, or not the Ramen 2, the Fushan, which is perfect. That's exactly what we're looking for. And then we have block actives on pretty much everybody else. Tormund's not going to freeze us because we have block passives on him. We got the True Fear out there on everyone. Necmo manipulation. Boom. Not much to say here. It's sometimes hard to do lots of commentary when there's not much to go off of like this. I know when we're fighting like in the Ogren faction and whatnot, it's a little bit more entertaining because we're, you know, just raging. But in this faction, it's all pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Obviously, Pythion is an absolute Giga Chad for this as well. So, you know, he's a good way to go. Everybody, most people should have him as well, obviously, because of the fact that he was a fusion. I just like double checking to make sure the parameters have been met. Worst case scenario is I just, you know, go through all this and then realize that I didn't even meet the parameters for the wave, obviously. So, boom. Tormund also should not revive here because he has the block passives on him, obviously, which is going to be good. There it is. Fushan finishes him off. Who else but Fushan? Stage 6 is down. We have finished the Lizardmen for the day, so we're on to the boss the next time that opens up. And now we have to face the boss with the Bannerlords. So we have to kill the stage, or clear the stage in 100 turns. So this should be pretty simple. Just got to bring a bunch of damage, obviously. I think bringing Quintus could be very strong because, like, he's a very, very good damage dealer, right? He places the irresistible decreased defense, but I honestly think the team we have here, too, should be very good at doing it. So let's go ahead and see. The only thing I'm kind of worried about is, like, just the poisons and stuff like that coming in from the boss could be enough to take us out, essentially, but go ahead and do this. Now we can just A1 here, save a bit of our bit of our stuff. The counterattacks from the boss should be like... Or not the counterattacks, but the counterattacks against the boss should be enough to help us take him down pretty quickly as well. With the Taurus-Marichka combination. I might have made a mistake there. Decrease turn meter. Let's try to take down that man-eater as much as we can. I really need the fear to proc on him, but who knows? Because if he places that block debuffs unkillable, that's going to be problematic AF. Oh, come on, man. We got to be able to take him down. There we go. We get the unkillable from him, but that's honestly okay. It is what it is. My Rathalos just isn't built very well, by the way, so don't really judge how much damage he puts out. Oh, the ally protection kept him alive. 50% of the damage. Oh, he didn't live that, though. Go ahead and get the stun there, which is perfect. Go ahead and get the A1. Now we just need to wait for him to take his turn. I don't think we'll worry too much about healing up here. We don't have any buff removal on this team as it stands currently either, so it is kind of annoying that we just have to wait. But, I mean, hey, it is what it is. He targets our Archmage. That's fine. Boom. We're on to the next wave. Now we can heal up and whatnot with the Mithrala. Get some extra buffs on there as well. Gonna go ahead and get the decreased speed here on the boss. We don't land it, though. Let's go ahead and do this, because I know Templar can place the provokes, which would be very annoying to deal with. Big damage there. Yeah, the provokes are kind of annoying, but Marichka should actually have her cleanse. Yeah, there it is. That's perfect. And into a guaranteed extra turn. Just need to be careful with the reflect damage here as well. But if we take out the ads, I think it's all over. We got AoE decreased defense and decreased attack now as well. Oh, that's pretty sketchy, though. Let's go ahead and do this. Stun the other ad, get everybody nice and healed up. We get the counter attack with the Taurus. Taking the boss down pretty low. Yeah, we have like 50 turns left to do this. I think we're cooking here. I think we're cooking, ladies and gentlemen. The fear procced on the Rathalos there, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Another counterattack coming in here. Those counterattacks, as you can see, are always doing decent amounts of damage to the boss. Even the A2 from the Taurus is still doing very good damage. Boom. The ads are down. Now it's just us left with the boss. Y'all know how it goes. 40 turns to do this. Obviously, if your Rathalos was built better as well, he would do more damage, which would really help out with this. And then it is important that you have Stag Knight actually cycling fast enough to do damage as well. There's the big hit from the Rathalos. Go with the attack here. Go with this. Big damage there. Oh, we had the HP swap. I forgot about that. So we have 12 turns to kill him now. We have like 30 more turns to do this, so if I think we should be okay. Really needed that extra turn proc from Mithrala, which we do. Or not Mithrala. I keep saying Mithrala for fuck's sakes. Marichka. We have around 20 turns to do this still, so I think we're cooking. I think we're cooking, especially with those counterattacks coming in. Going to help us a ton. Decreased defense from the Rathalos. Extra turn there on the Marichka. Into another ally attack, which he misses, though, unfortunately, so no more TM boost. That health switch kind of screwed us, though. Kind of screwed the pooch. This is actually going to be, like, really close as well, oddly enough, even though I thought we were cooking. Going to buff up here. There's the counter attack. Should get him a little bit lower. Let's go ahead and A1. Basically means that the Marichka is now outputting damage on her turn, which is nice. And there it is. The boss is dead in 94 turns. Still cutting it close. We got a resistance glyph. There we go. Alright. Reduce 9+ enemies' HP by 50% with one skill. Should be pretty damn simple. Obviously for us, we have Taurus, right? If you don't have Taurus, you've seen the strategy. Just bring somebody that can do big numbers. So, perfect example would be Rhonda built out in your best attack gear. Quintus, obviously. Rathalos is a good option. Inside this faction, also, you have Sir Artemage. Sir Artemage is one of the strongest damage-dealing epics inside the entire game, so build him out, and then obviously you have Stag Knight who can do decreased defense, and Archmage Helmet can actually do some damage as well, so definitely build him out. Rowan is another decent option. Lots of good options inside this faction, certainly. We'll go ahead and bring her for the extra stats, I think. The extra buffs, rather, so we'll do that. Quintus, with his self-buff and whatnot, is very strong for stages like this as well. So yeah, let's just go ahead and see what we're able to do here. We get the poisons placed by Cavalax, which is perfect because we literally just gives ourselves an extra turn into buffing. AoE decreased defense. We're really just buffing up here. Some extra buffs. And then Taurus is just going to blast. He's just going to blast. We're just doing a Seer comp, but with Taurus, basically. And the counterattacks are going to make this even more crazy. Sepulcher procced her passive, which is kind of annoying. It means that the Hegemon didn't just get absolutely obliterated, so that is what it is. But, I mean, we can just do it now and obliterate him. So now we're at 6. We'll go ahead and try to get some stuns out there, which land, so that's perfect. AoE increase attack on us. I'm going to go ahead and cleanse here. We're just going to whack the Sepulcher. I think we'll just save our nukes for like the next wave. Like our AoE at least. Boom, boom. Yeah, no, I think we should still save it because we only have 3 enemies left. I mean, we could, technically, it's whatever, but we'll go ahead and hit this. You know what? We might do it just for funsies. Well, we have 2 left. So, let's go ahead and attack into the Seeker. Whack them down. If they attack the Marichka, we're going to get like a free activation of it as well, which will be nice. So, the Taurus is slowly but surely taking him out. And she's dead. Alright, so that's 8. So we really just need somebody to hit us so we can do a counterattack and it's all over. But we'll just go ahead and buff up here. I honestly don't even know if we'll need the decreased defense to do it. We'll just do this. And that's it. We've now completed it. Let's go ahead and get some more buffs. Let's go ahead and get another unique buff. Taurus literally just is a Seer team, by the way. He's a Seer team all on his own. Boost some turn meters. Turn meter fill. Can't do any decreased defense, but we'll just nuke with the Taurus, and that's it. Straight through all their buffs. Why not? He's crazy. Place 15 plus provoke debuffs. We were talking about provokes the other day inside this faction. For provokes, you have some good options. You have Sigmund the High Shield with his A2, right? Obviously a fantastic chance to provoke. You have Gizcard the Sigiled, who has an AoE 75% chance land rate, as well as a shield on him, which is very strong. You have Seneschal, who has a provoke, right? Into a counterattack Leech, where Leech is very good to help you survive. You have a provoke A1 on a 30% land rate, which is not bad. Plus he has a counterattack, obviously, right? And then you do also actually have an epic that can do it as well on his A1, which is pretty crazy. So 40% land rate there, which is not bad, but we'll definitely bring in Sigmund. I think he's going to be my best option, so that's what I'm going to run. I'm going to go ahead and buff up. I think my Sigmund should go faster than my Taurus. He does not, so we're just going to go ahead and whack the Elva, though, just so there's no revives coming in here. We're going to boost up. We're going to go ahead and try to get those provokes. We do land, what, like 2 of them? 2 out of 15. That's annoying. Because we also have the Jingwan on this stage, which means that he's going to be cleansing a bunch. So we're going to need some gauntlets from the Perception here to get us some more speed. There we go. That's perfect. Speed and accuracy. Exactly what we need. Just making sure we go first. I don't really care if the provokes get cleansed off, but we just need to make sure that we actually land them, right? So let's go ahead and turn meter boost here. Another extra turn proc. That's pretty crazy. 2 extra turns there from the Marichka's Wild. Go ahead and get that AoE. Because as long as we land a decent number of the provokes here, we can just go ahead and like nuke them with Taurus. And then not worry about it. We landed 3, so that's perfect. We have no buff removal. So if they do manage to get buffs up on the next wave, we could be cooked. So I think realistically we kind of need to make sure that we take out the Elva there. Because she can buff up, obviously, right? So I think we just clap her. Now no block debuffs. I don't think, at least, right? We'll hit the Gembo. Get some stuns out there, but it is removed, unfortunately, because of the Jingwan. As always, gotta get some Lip Balm on here. It's been a long day. We have an increased resistance on them, too. I don't know if that'll be enough to really do anything, though, against our Sigmund. He does have pretty decent accuracy, but I guess we'll find out, right? I guess we'll find out. We only have 3 provokes placed here, so we are going to have... Oh, and we get the decreased accuracy. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. That's a nasty combination. We get resisted there, of course. Gonna buff up. Do this. And then... we'll just hit the A1 here. He still has the decreased accuracy, so kind of just have to wait for a turn. I think we can probably do this even when they have increased resistance, but we definitely can't do it when we also have decreased accuracy. And now we have to wait on Marichka to cleanse us, which is pretty annoying. Ah, this is an annoying stage to get through, bro. Go ahead and hit the cleanse here into the extra turn. Shield everybody up. Gonna go ahead into Beauregard here. Aye. Agembo sits down. Oh boy. We're only gonna have 5 provokes placed here. I think we have to run this again. We didn't get enough provokes on the first wave, so we need to kind of make it happen again. Go ahead and do this. Into this. Into this. We land 3 of them again. That's fucking annoying. We should be able to land more than that, I thought, but let's try again. Maybe there's some immunity that I'm not aware of or something. Try this again. We landed 4 that time. That's a bit better. So we'll go ahead and nuke the Elva. Screw you. Go ahead and boost up. Sigmund does have a remove. Oh, I forgot that they do all that buff manipulation bullshit, but it is what it is. They're getting clapped. Why are they attacking the Marichka? She's like the highest HP. Seems a little silly if you ask me. A little silly, certainly. I guess they just want to make this easier for us. Remove the buff there, which is perfect. Keep whacking with the Taurus. We're just going to A1 cycle here until we get to wave 2, and then we're going to try to get some more provokes placed with the Sigmund. Obviously, it could be a decent idea to bring a secondary provoker here as well. And it might be just like anecdotal, but I found personally that champions that have a 75% chance to place something are a lot better than champions that have a 75% chance to place it off a hit. I don't know. It seems to be the case, right? Like I say, it could be anecdotal, but go ahead and whack the Elva here. Her turn meter's looking a little higher than I want it to. Alright, we have 7 provokes so far, so we're just under halfway there. Let's try to get a stun here. We don't get it, unfortunately. So now we have to deal with his bullshit. They're now attacking the Sigmund, though, so at least they're not attacking my Marichka, which is good. Go ahead and attack here into an extra turn. So we'll attack here again. Would have been nice if we took him down, but we get a bunch of turn meter fill from that. Yeah, the annoying little twat. But we don't get the decreased accuracy this time on the Sigmund, so we should be able to place a provoke when we cycle around to it. Go ahead and get the increased speed up as well. Go ahead and get the extra turn, apparently, from Marichka. She's coming in clutch with those. Decrease on the Genbo. Just whack into the Genbo. So we need him to cycle around enough to get his provoke back again so that we can place it. We're going to try to get some stuns out here as well. That's perfect. Makes them lose their buffs. Gives us some extra time to cycle around. All these A1s with the Taurus are giving us a crap ton of turn meter as well. So that's pretty awesome. And if we can get all 3 stuns here, we'll be cooking. Yes, we do. Look at that. Okay. So now we just need to place 5 more stuns, which I think we'll just turn cycle here a little bit to make sure that our Sigmund has his turn or his skills available next wave. He's getting whacked quite hard by the Genbos though, unfortunately. And you can see Archmage Bishop is actually doing some crazy damage there as well. And this will be the final turn that we have to cycle with Sigmund. We can go ahead and get him healed up here as well. Go ahead and A1. It's also like 11 p.m. for me after a long-ass day, by the way, so I feel like my commentary isn't quite where it usually is, but, you know, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and let's get the TM boost here. As always, we kind of want to clap the Elva. So boom. Well, that means we will have to turn meter cycle again with the Sigmund, though. We have 2 provokes that did not land. We now have block debuffs across the board. Unfortunate. And the Yingwan is going to go ahead and remove all our buffs, which is annoying, but he's going to get clapped right away anyway, so that's okay. Go ahead and clap, please. We do have to be careful of the ally attack from Podrick, though. I don't think he did the ally attack yet. Let's go ahead and take out the Jingwan here. Let's go ahead and try for a stun here. That's big, but not really who we were hoping for on it. And also didn't really want to kill the Dicey there, but it is what it is, I suppose. We need to land provokes on both of these guys, which I think we're a bad affinity matchup, right? But it is what it is. We'll try to let Podrick get a turn there so that he can heal. We'll turn meter boost. Oh, this is not good. We're gonna hit the Podrick again. Don't die on me. Okay. Don't die on me, Podrick. I need you to stay alive here, man. I need you to stay alive, man. There it is. Give me the provokes, baby. We landed one of them. Are you fucking kidding me? One of them. Come on, man. Now Taurus is going to do way too much here. Way too much. Come on. Don't do it. No. Don't kill her. No. No. Taurus, no. Taurus, no. Don't do it, man. She has so much to live for. Archmage, no. No. Y'all fucking suck. No. He's gonna do it to him. No. Okay, we gotta back out, man. We got 14 out of 15 provokes. That's some crazy bullshit. That's some crazy bullshit. Let me see if I can bring in like a backup provoker here. I don't even know if I have anybody built, but let's check. I have Black Knight. I obviously have Sigmund, or not Sigmund, but gives Carl the Sigiled. So let's try that. Fitting room. Everything, priority stats, accuracy, speed, hide set filters, boom, boom. Now we just need a ring, boom. Main pieces, priority stats, HP, a little bit of resistance, a little bit of accuracy, a little bit of speed. Hide set filters, y'all already know the thing, right? We're looking for speed boots though. HP from lethal, that's perfect. It is nice because this is gear that just would not have got used otherwise really ever on my account if it's not already on a champion, right? So we have like no speed on him, which is crazy, but we have good accuracy and whatnot, so he should help out a ton. And we'll throw him in place of Archmage, I think. I think we can actually like dual provoke as well, so even if Sigmund places his provoke, I think we can just go again with Gizcard and place the provoke again and double up on it. We will verify that though. We'll fact check. We get provokes on everybody. Is that 4 placed? Okay, perfect. We'll whack the Elva. Fuck you, Elva. Get out of here. Let's go ahead and buff up right now though. So everybody pretty much has a block debuff, which is an annoyance. We actually get the decreased accuracy placed on us, even though he has crazy resistance. Which is kind of funny, but, you know. And he's actually a little bit slow for this too. You can see the enemies are like outpacing him. We just need to get rid of the decreased accuracy and then we're cooking. But unfortunately that's not going to happen. He's another champion that can actually hit hard, by the way. So just something to consider there too if you're needing more damage. A1. An annoyance to be sure. Marichka doesn't have her cleanse available yet, which is annoying, but you know. There it is. Go ahead and try to get the AoE with... We'll try to get it with the Sigiled here instead of anybody else. Just so we have Sigmund available for the next wave since he's faster anyways. He should also have enough accuracy to land it, I think, so... And the Genbo's down. Okay, cool. Okay. And we don't fucking place it, man. We don't fucking place it. That 75% chance is a bitch, apparently. Damn. Running somebody in a provoke set here would be good too, either like a Ronda or something like that, since she teams up so often, right? So she could be a decent option, but... Go ahead and get the A1 here, get some turn meter fill. Go ahead and get the decreased defense and whatnot. Go ahead and take out the Elva as normal. Go ahead and provoke. We landed it on one fucking champion. We had an AoE provoke. Oh, this game sometimes, man. This game. Like, what? For clarification, Sigmund has an AoE 2 times hitter, each hit having a 75% chance of placing a provoke. And we landed on one fucking person, man. That's brutal. Brutal. Crazy, man. Let's try this again, ladies and gentlemen. Try this again. This is being way harder than it has any business being, certainly. Alright, Sigmund comes in. Please tell me you got a good amount of provokage. He got 4 provokes. We'll take it. We still sit down the Elva, because screw you, Elva. We resist the decreased accuracy there, which is nice. They all have... Like, they're all just getting clapped because they're AoEing into my Marichka. What do we do? Can't do nothing. Can't do nothing again there. Can't do nothing. Get an extra turn. We'll go in there and get some turn meter fill at least. Cycle another turn on the Sigmund maybe. Get him closer to being back to his provoke for the next wave. Taurus almost clapped him down. He's going to here though. I should have healed with the Marichka, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. We don't have the boost available, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and do a pushback here. Oh, and we also can't take out the Elva, which is annoying. So we're really just hoping that Sigmund places a provoke basically everywhere, which he does, but then they get the block debuffs, which is very annoying. But these guys are getting extra turns galore, so we can essentially just go ahead and wait it out. We do need the Taurus to come back with his turn as well, preferably, so that we can nuke into the Jingwan here. But we don't get it quick enough, unfortunately. But we do get the counterattack, which almost takes him out. And then we're going to get this counterattack, which will take him out. It's not counterattack, it's just straight. We have decreased accuracy, unfortunately. So they're going to be resisting everything we do. We have Jingwan coming back into the fight as well. Get some buffs there. Our cleanse is like next week with Marichka, unfortunately. I do have a second Marichka, so if I wanted to be really cheeky with it, I could just build 2 Marichkas for my faction wars in Bannerlords, but I honestly think I'd probably rather have 2 Tauruses, just for the extra damage output. Nobody has block debuffs, so we could be placing it here, but we have a decreased accuracy, because this is fun. This is a perfectly balanced game. They know what they're doing when they make these annoying ass waves, that's for sure. Introducing a lot of RNG aspects. At some point, I swear, Marichka's going to get around to the cleanse. And then we'll be able to try this again. Sigmund's almost fucking dead, people. No cleanse yet, by the way. This is where I need those extra turn procs, Marichka. Extra turns plus... Okay, we can place it here. We land it once! Let's go. 1 extra provoke. Hell yes. We get the AoE. Oh, this is so tilting, ladies and gentlemen. This is so tilting. Oh, this is crazy. I think Lady Annabelle has a AoE. Yeah, she does. So we could try to run her in a provoke set. This is annoying as fuck. I'm just trying to think about how to do this. So, Black Knight has a provoke on his A1. Quintus could come in and do it as well. I think, realistically, considering that I've been running for 49 minutes, I'm going to do that classic YouTuber thing where I say that the recording ends here. I'm going to go ahead and just post it on the community tab later on of me beating this stage, how I beat it, and you guys can have a good idea how to do it, just because I don't want to waste everybody's time sitting here hard stuck on a stage. So probably soft stuck more accurately, because I'm going to beat it. But, you know, it is what it is. That being said, as always, though, thank you guys all so much for watching. The channel memberships are live. Go ahead and hit the join button down below if you want to support the channel a little bit more. Discord link down in the description below as well. I'll see you next time.